I think a lot of people don't realize that Khan as a character is far more interesting than what people put off. And the best way that I think the show explains that is his relationship with his grandson Bobby, because they are literally the same person. And it's weird to think that Khan hates his son Hank so much. According to Khan, Hank is a sissy. He's a wuss. And with that being said, it's so odd you would think you would love Hank, because Hank, by definition, is like the stereotypical male. Hank loves football. His hobbies are to fix things that are broken or to build new things. Hank is frugal and he likes durability. He likes to grill. He works hard and he provides for his family. The show goes into great lengths that if we were to look up the definition of like the stereotypical man, Hank fits that like across the board. Of course, Bobby on the other hand is literally the complete opposite. Bobby is so opposite of his dad, you would think that Khan would have more of an issue with him than he does with Hank. And there is no doubt in my mind that Khan is the toxic masculine homophobe that he puts himself off to be. But ultimately, the reason why Cotton respects Bobby, like I said earlier, is because they are the same person. Cotton, for all of his faults, is very unapologetic. He will tell you how it is the way that he sees fit. He is living in a world where he feels like he does not need to answer to anybody. He is going to give you himself, and if you appreciate that and accept that, good for you. If not, you can fuck off. Bobby is the same way. If you ever notice the episodes where he's trying to solve a situation or fix a problem, he's always going to go about it his own way. He's always trying to approach it initially the way that he knows best, just by being himself. It's only when his parents get into the mix and they start trying to force him to meet their expectations. And that is why Cotton loves Bobby so much more than he loves Hank. Obviously, Bobby wants to make his dad proud, but he does not feel beholden to his father. He's not constantly trying to find satisfaction or appeasement through his father. If anything, usually when we do have these type of dynamics between Hank and Bobby, by the end of the episode, it's Hank actually appeasing to Bobby. Cotton doesn't dislike Hank because he's not the stereotypical man that he wants him to think that he is. He doesn't like Hank because Hank does not go against the grain. He's always trying to do or go with what other people tell him to do. He's not willing to be himself, and if he is, it's only to a certain degree, especially when it comes to conflict. Bobby and Cotton literally do not care what other people think about them. They're only going to do what they want to do. But it's also important to remember why Bobby does not end up like Cotton. And that is because of Hank and Peggy and everybody else in the neighborhood. For all his fault, Hank is a far better father than Cotton ever was. While Hank is trying to learn and adjust to his son's different whims and wants and wishes, Cotton would only just belittle Hank. He would just embarrass him or call it stupid. He wouldn't even try. And when you look into Cotton's history, it completely makes sense as to why. In short, the guy had an extremely fucked up childhood. And in turn, he just took that trauma and passed it on to his son. But Hank's relationship with his mother made him emotionally aware enough to not pass it on to Bobby, where Bobby is able to be himself, but not at the detriment of the world, unlike Cotton.